A summer internship is often the chance for a student or someone looking to head down a new career path to get their feet wet and put some real world experience under their belt. And right now is the time to get that ball rolling and line it up for the summer. Peggy Sue is an internship recruiter, and she's here to share her insights into landing the gig and how to make the most of it. Hi, Peggy.
Hi, it's great to be here.
Well, good morning to you, and thanks for joining us because it's a great time to talk about this. First of all, though, talk about the overall internship basics and just how eager are students and others to land these type of positions.
Sure, internships are a really great way for students to get hands-on industry experience, to learn more about themselves, to be able to work in teams, and really collaborate across the organization and build their professional development and networking skills. Roblox Internship Program does this and a lot more.
That's pretty cool. Are there long-term benefits that can come with an internship and really help someone jumpstart a career?
Yes, I think that, to have a successful internship, a student should ask for guidance, network, get to really know as many people as possible within the company to really get to know what it is that they are looking for and to have open communication to learn what success looks like, to soak in as much as possible, and most importantly, have fun.
And as you mentioned, you work at Roblox. That's a hugely popular online gaming platform. Talk about the internship program there that you offer and how it helps students get that leg up.
Roblox Internship is a 12-week paid virtual internship program. With Roblox in hypergrowth mode, the interns are highly involved in meaningful and exciting work of building the metaverse, from scaling the infrastructure to building social features for millions of users who really rely on Roblox for connection during the pandemic. So we really make sure that our interns really learn a lot. They're really involved in solving problems at massive scale and really work on high impact projects that matters to our community of players and developers while seeing the results of their work get pushed to production. They receive mentorship to develop their personal skills, professional skills, and really get to meet other interns through various fun intern events that we put on.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Roblox is a very cool place to be these days. I know that my kids would jump at the chance to be at Roblox. What can you tell us about your 2021 class of interns? And I know you said it's virtual. I'm sure it wasn't always that way.
No, previously it was in person. However, when the pandemic hit, many companies decided to cancel their internship program. However, we decided that not only would we pivot to a fully virtual program, we would also expand our program to hire additional interns that were affected by the pandemic. So by pivoting successfully, we were actually recognized as a top 100 intern program in the US. And by being virtual, it allowed us to cast a wider net in terms of the students we could bring on. And so this summer, we have a lot of great programs, both professionally and fun social events for our interns.
That's pretty cool. What about the other perks that come with this internship job?
Yeah, so they get to have a manager and a mentor who's going to guide them throughout their internship. They're going to have the opportunity to meet a lot of our executive leaders, really learn the business, and also network with our new grad mentors who's going to guide them throughout their internship. And we're really going to have the opportunity for all the interns to get to know each other, have fun, and hopefully at the end of their internship, have a great experience and maybe walk away with a return offer.
Yeah, that's probably the end game for a lot of people. They're thinking about like, maybe I'll get hired at the end of the internship. Does that happen pretty often? Do you have any success stories?
Yes, one of our biggest goals as the intern program is to convert our interns. So we really set them up for success throughout their time here. And we encourage our managers and mentors to provide them feedback so that they can be successful in their internship. Last year, we actually had a 100% intern conversion rate. So all of our interns
Wow.
who received an offer decided to come back to work at Roblox. So hopefully that speaks to how great our program is.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I know we were seeing some pictures earlier of one of those interns that did kind of convert it into her job now. And the other thing we hear a lot about, because you do this online gaming, you have this kind of meta universe of all these fun things online, is coding and how it can really lead to some great careers. Can you tell us about the path that coding really aligns with when it comes to a career?
Sure, I think that coding and learning about the metaverse is such a great way in which students can really learn about Roblox and how we're building the infrastructure. There's so many different teams that they can be a part of and really learn from their peers about coding and enhancing their coding skills.
Very cool. Peggy, this has been fascinating. And, hey, maybe we'll send some good interns your way. Great information. And we'll be sure to post this online on our website, yourcalifornialife.com.